Om Amma. Know the basics of Sanatana Dharma. Today's topic, the basics of Panchangam and its relevance to us. Jyotishya, Part 2, Episode 44 by Chandrasekhar J. Dear friends, our sages have given us 5 major tools to know the auspicious time for doing good actions. It is called as Panchangam, the Indian almanac. The Pancha means 5, Anga means limbs. We should at least know how to use it and know the basic principles of the Panchangam. These 5 tools are the units of time and used exclusively or in combination for obtaining the best auspicious time, or it is even used to record the event by using them as reference, dear friends. The Panchangam means the five angas of Panchangam are: number 1, Tithi; number 2, Vara; number 3, Nakshatra; number 4, Yogam; number 5, Karanam. So, dear friends, we will discuss in detail about them. Now, Tithi is a lunar day of 12 degrees, the distance between sun and moon. It is a moon space from the sun. So, at the intervals of every 12 degrees, for a period of 12 degrees, a lunar day, Tithi, is formed. Vara. Vara is a weekday. It is a period of 7 days, each day attributed to a planet. Every day is a weekday. Every day is a Vara. We all know about it. And the day is named after the first hour of influence during the sunrise. Friends, today is Thursday. Means during the first hour of sunrise, the Jupiter's influence is there. That's the reason why it is called as Thursday or Guruvar. Now, dear friends, nakshatras, we have already discussed about it in the previous episode. It is a moon's location in the stellar segment. One nakshatra is 13 degrees, 20 minutes, and there are 27 nakshatras are there. Now, Yogam. Yogams, there are 27 Yogams. It is an inclusive relationship of sun and the moon of the duration of 13 degrees, 20 minutes, dear friends. So, then the final thing is Karanam. Karanam is half of Tithi's time, that is 6 degrees. When Tithi is 12 degrees, this is 6 degrees. There are 11 Karanas, 4 Sthira Karanas, and 7 Chala Karanas. Dear friends, these yogas and Karanams are used very exclusively, not every day, for making a muhurta. Especially the muhurta are trying to know the character of a particular person or in any relationship that we can have with. So, dear friends, these are the 2 exclusive Karanams and Yogams. We'll be discussing it as we go across this episode, dear friends. Now, in the previous episode, we have discussed how the moon takes roughly 27 days to pass through all the stellar constellations across the ecliptic. Similarly, we all see every day that the different phase of the moon. Sometimes it will be waxing moon and sometimes it is waning moon. Waxing means it will be growing in luster as every day passes on, and after some time it wanes in its luster. So we all know about this. We also know that when Earth is exactly between the sun and the moon, we call it as a full moon. We also know that when the moon is exactly between the sun and the earth, we call it as a new moon. The new moon is called as Amavasya. The full moon is called as Purnima, dear friends. Now, let us discuss about what is Tithi. It is commonly used unit of time to observe austerities like Ekadasi, Purnima, Amavasya, Shashti, and also to perform important actions on auspicious days like Panchami, Saptami, and Dasami, dear friends. So Tithi is very important in our day-to-day living, and Tithi is looked at for the auspiciousness of the day or for even observing austerities. On new moon day, the longitudes of sun and the moon are equal. That is why it is called as Amavasya. That means the earth, the sun, and the moon shall be on the straight line, dear friends. The Tithi is the time taken by the moon in increasing its distance from the sun by 12 degrees. By means for every 12 degrees, a Tithi is formed as the moon moves away from the sun. The complete revolution of the moon around the earth is around 29.5 days and occupies 30 Tithis of 360 degrees. Since the motions of the moon and the sun are always varying in speed, the length of the Tithi constantly alters. That is, it will be between 19 hours to 26 hours, dear friends. Now, as the moon moves away from the sun, the apparent motion of the sun is also there viewed from the perspective of the earth. So there will be days formed. First one is Pratipada, that is, if at all there is Krishna Paksha, we call it as Krishna Paksha when it is a waning moon, and when it is a waxing moon, we call it as Sukla Paksha. Now, Pratipada, next day is Dvitiya, then is Tritiya, then Chaturthi, then Panchami, then Shashti, then Saptami, then Ashtami, then Navami, then Dasami, then Ekadasi, then Dwadasi, then Trayodasi, then Chaturdasi, and Amavasya. So then again, after Amavasya, the moon starts waxing, that is, it will increase in its luster, that it is, again it Padyami comes, the 16th day, then Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami, Ashtami, Navami, Dasami, Ekadasi, Dwadasi, Trayodasi, Chaturdasi, Purnima. So these 30 Tithis happen for the moon. So it happens in a period of 29.5 solar days. Now, dear friends, if you really look at this picture, if you really see, on the Amavasya day, there is no difference that moon, the earth, and the sun are exactly on the straight line. Exactly on the straight line, dear friend. The moon, the earth, and this is the moon, this is the sun, and the earth is on the exactly same line. Now, at the end of the first day, that is Padyami, you see the drift, this 12 degrees drift. At the end of the second day, that is from the here, it is around 24 degrees. So, when I say Dvitiya, it is 24 degrees from the sun. So, what I am trying to say is, it is a phase of the moon from the sun. The sun and the moon, the apparent motion of the sun and the moon, there is a degree, there is an angle, and that rotation, that period of 12 degrees is called as Tithi. Every interval of 12 degrees, it becomes one Tithi. So there are 30 Tithis. So this is what is looked for, the auspiciousness of the day, dear friends. Now, 30 Tithis is called as one Masam or lunar month. So normally there are two ways of calculating the lunar month. One method is from one Purnima to the another next Purnima. There is another method from one Amavasya to the next Amavasya, dear friends. The name of the month is derived from the position of the full moon near the stellar segment. For example, if the full moon is near Chitra star, it becomes Chaitra. There are 12 such months in a lunar year. One masam equals to approximately 29.5 solar days and 12, that is called as, that becomes 12 masams. The total up to 354 days. But in a year, we have 365 point something days. So the remaining 11 days is aligned over a period of 32.5 months called as Adhika Masam. That is why, as it is being aligned in Hindu astrology, it is called as lunar solar calendar. Now, dear friends, let us see these 12 lunar months. Out of the 27 nakshatras, 12 nakshatras are formed into months. Chaitra, Vaishaka, Jyeshta, Ashada, Shravana, Bhadrapada, Asveja, Kartika, Margasira, Pushya, Magha, Palguna. So these are the names of the months, dear friends, which we should know about. So, dear friends, normally Chaitra Masam happens between the mid of March to mid of April. It is approximate. It cannot be exactly the same. The Vaishaka happens between mid of April to mid of May. That is, I'm comparing the lunar calendar, the lunar months, with the Gregorian calendar, Gregorian months, dear friends. Similarly, like this, it goes, and Palguna, again, it between March and February and March. So this is how the lunar months are equivalent to the Gregorian months. Now, Chaitra and Vaishakha are called as Vasanta Rutu or spring. Jyeshta and Ashada become Grishma Rutu, that is summer. Varsha Rutu, that is Shravana and Bhadrapada Masam. And Sharad Rutu, Ashveja and Kartika. And Hemanta Rutu becomes Margashira and Pushya. And Shishira Rutu becomes Magha and Palguna. So there are 6 Rutus, 6 seasons. So these are how the 6 seasons formed from the combining the 2 seasons. And this is not uniform throughout the India, but there are certain subtle variations in various aspects of it, dear friends. Now, let us discuss about 12 solar months. Solar month is a period when sun spends in one particular Rasi. We have discussed about Rasi in previous episode. Sun's motion in 12 Rasis makes 1 year, means 30 degrees. The solar year starts with Mesha Rasi. The first month of the solar year is called as Vaishaka, except in Tamil Nadu, where the first month starts with Chaitram, especially the mid-April to mid-May. So, dear friends, this is how these are the solar months, dear friends. Now, let us correlate it with the Gregorian period. Mesha, that is called as Vaishaka, Mesha Rasi, that is Vaishaka Masam, is between mid-April to mid-May. Normally, the new year starts in the mid-April, especially around April 14th, that time, dear friends. In Vrishabha Rashi, it is called as Jyeshta, between mid-May and mid-June. Mithuna Rasi, it is Ashada. Then Karkataka Rasi, it is Shravana. Simha Rasi, it is Bhadrapada. Kanya Rasi, it is Asveja. Tula Rasi, it is Kartika. Vrishchika Rashi, it is Margasira. And Dhanus, it is Pushya. And Makara, it is Magha. Kumbha, it is Palguna. And Meena, it is Chaitra. So first here, the difference here it is, the first month normally is Vaishaka in solar calendar, and in lunar calendar it is Chaitra. So this is how the one of the major differences, and we all know the other differences. Difference. Now, so lunar calendar or Chandramana, based on the months, it is followed in these parts of India. Vikram Samvat is one of the year which we will be dealing it in our next episode. It is followed in central and northern India, Gujarat, Rajasthan and Sindh. In Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Andhra and Telangana, and Kashmiri Pandits also use them, and Manipur also. These are the places where the Chandramana calculation of calendar is used. In solar calendar, that is Sauramana, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, Bengal, Assam, Odisha, Tripura, Tulu, people of Tulu, they use the solar calendar, Punjab and some parts of central and northern India also. So dear friends, this is solar and lunar, but mostly we in our great news is we align the solar with the lunar. So the Sauramana and Chandramana, we align it. So that's why it is called solar, lunar solar calendars also. So even the Islamic calendar is a lunar calendar, but this alignment never happens, dear friends. Now, let us sum up, let us have a brief recollection what we have discussed in last two episodes. We have 27 nakshatras. Moon's motion in 27 stellar segments covering one segment per day. So 27 nakshatras are formed. Means the nakshatras, the stellar constellations stand as a backdrop, and the moon moves from one segment to the other segment. So the brightest star in that segment is called as nakshatra. We have 27 nakshatra. Similarly, we have 12 rasis, sun appearing motion in 27 stellar segments. That is 130 days in one rasi. It becomes, there are 12 rasis. So the moon's rotation, sorry, sun's rotation becomes rasi. So the moon's motion becomes nakshatra, the sun's motion becomes rasi, dear friends. One lunar month is 30 tithis from Amavasya to Amavasya or Purnami to Purnima. Now, one solar month is 30 days of sun in one rasi. 1 year, Chandramana, it is lunar months 12, Suryamana, it is 12 solar months. Then we have discussed about 5 elements of Panchan, that is Tithi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, and Karana. So this is the brief recollection of what we have discussed, dear friends. Now, dear friends, let us discuss how to look at the Panchangam. Today is 18th November 2021, and I am at Tirupati right now. So the Panchangam details of today at the place Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh, South India, for how it looks. Let us look into, dear friends. Now, the sunrise is today, that is on 18th November, it is 6:13 a.m. Sunset is 5:42 p.m. Next day, that is November 19th, the sunrise again is 6:14 a.m. Sunrise to sunrise is called as one day. Now, the moonrise is 5 hours 4 minutes today evening, and moonset is tomorrow morning 6 o'clock 6 a.m. 6.01 minutes, 6 hours 01 minute on tomorrow. Friends, this Varsha, according to Saka Varsha, it is Plavanama Samvatsara, month is Kartika Masa. Now, the moon sign is Mesha, what we call as Rasi. When the moon, that's how the Janma Nakshatram is found. Similarly, sun sign is Vrishchika. So one full month, the sun sign will be Vrishchika. Now, Tithi, today's Tithi is Chaturdasi up to 12 noon. Then the Purnima starts. Paksha is Sukla Paksha. Nakshatra is Bharani up to 1:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. After that, Kritika starts. Then Vara is Guruvaram, Thursday. Yoga is Varyanya, means comfort. Means whenever, up to 3 a.m. Whenever we take this yoga, this period, if we do, we will get lot of comfort up to 3 a.m. So today is yoga is Varyanya. And second is Parigraha. This is obstacles. So there are many obstacles when you do anything in this yogam. Suppose a child is born in this particular yogam, he will be facing a lot of obstacles in the life. Karana. It is Vanija. Up to 12 noon, it is very good for business. So then Vishti, that is heartlessness, it is cruelty, it is not very auspicious. Similarly, the next day till November, it is there up to November. Then there is a Karana called Bhava also, which indicates that it is about the poor and various aspects of it. So this yoga and Karna are, there are 27 yogas and 11 Karanas. These are used may only for muhurtams and to understand the personality of the people born in that particular yogam or particular karanam. Even to do something or to deal with some people, we use yoga and karanam, dear friends. Now, today's auspicious time, Brahma Muhurta, which is normally used for meditation, it is 4:33 a.m. to 5:23 a.m. And Abhijit Muhurta is called as victorious Muhurta. Whatever you do in this Muhurta, it will be very successful. So this is 11:35 a.m. to 12:20 a.m. Amrita Kalam again is between 8 p.m. to 9:55 p.m. There are many auspicious times, but generally I'm giving the major auspicious times. Now, in the auspicious time, Rahu Kalam, 1 hour 24 afternoon to 2.50, there is 2 hours 50 minutes. So this period, normally we don't travel. Yamagandam also similarly 6 hours 13 a.m. To 7 hours 39 minutes today morning. So then Varjyam is 9:26 a.m. to 11:13 a.m. Normally, we don't do anything during Varjyam. So Varjyam, we stop all activities because it will not be good, it will not be successful. Then Durmuhurtam also, similar, there are two Durmuhurtams. One is 10:03 a.m. and 10:49 a.m. and afternoon 2:38 p.m. to 3:24 p.m. This is how, dear friends, to give you an idea about how to look at the Panchangam, we have discussed about what are the aspects of the Panchangam. That is today. Today is a very auspicious day, being called as Kartika Purnami, or very dear friends. I have adopted this from dritpanchanga.com. Wonderfully, they have kept. If we really look at it, see, 6:13 is the sunrise and 6:14 is the next sunrise, that is tomorrow. Sunset is 5:42 p.m. So in between, all the things are set. Now, Tithi is Chaturdasi up to 12 noon. After that, the Purnima starts. The Purnima is continuing. So after the next day's sunrise also. Now, when you really look at it, Nakshatra, the Bharani Nakshatra, all the 4 padams. So some padam is already there in yesterday. The remaining 3 padams and some part of the 4th padam is continuing. And after that, after 1:30, the Kartika Nakshatra, Kritika Nakshatra starts. Then Yogam, Varyana Yoga, that is which we have discussed about what is Varyana Yoga and Parigaha. Varyana Yoga, it is for the comfort, which I have discussed, and it is there till 3 a.m. tomorrow, and then Parigraha starts. And now Karana, Vanija, that is for the business. Then after that, Vishti Karana starts, then Bhava Karana starts. So this is how the thing, and the final is the weekday is Guruvara. This is how the wonderfully they have put to make us understand that it is a wonderful site which you all can look into. Dear friends, in the next episode, we will discuss about the cosmic time scale. Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.